And straight after that, we've got Poppy. If you haven't seen Poppy's channel, go and check him out too. He's good for a chat. He's fun. And he makes cool stuff. And straight after that, we've got Poppy. If you haven't seen Poppy's channel, go and check him out too. He's good for a chat. He's fun. And he makes cool stuff.
Hey gang, Poppy here. We're in the computer room, as you can see. It's 11:49 p.m. on February 27th, 2021. So the earliest you'll see this is on the 28th. I'm planning on the 2nd being back out in the shop and machining. I have one of them pulleys for the project I have to machine so that it'll fit the belt. Then I need to finish assembling it, and that'd be another video. Of course, testing it will be another video. My wife got me this coffee cup. Parachute. And what is that? Anyway, I wanted you to see what my wife got me. I'm going to do a rant. This rant is about people who cause problems for themselves. And then they bleat because they have the problem that they caused. I mean, some of these people are the logical equivalent of the idiot who plays with gasoline and matches and wonders why he keeps on getting burned. For those of you that don't know, the electrical problems in Texas just recently and the big storm were caused by a lack of weatherization of plants and distribution. Their natural gas-fired plants froze up. Can you imagine that? Fire froze. Only in Texas. Why is this? Well, you see, Texas, they're stubborn. They don't want no Yankee telling them how to do anything. Right? Tell me I'm wrong, Joe. That'd be Joe Piesinski. He's in Texas. He's pretty much a typical Texaner. Texan. Yeah, that's it. Texan. He don't want nobody telling him what to do, how to do it. Well, that thinking led to, we don't want to connect our electric grid to this one here and this one here in case of emergency, because they'll say, spend money, fix that, upgrade this. Oh, no, you have to get rid of that obsolete piece of crap, put something, modern there. Right? Texas said, we don't want to do that. Okay. Then they got people in Texas to buy into this. Some of them just weren't thinking about what they were buying into. Suddenly they realize that means when it gets cold and it stays cold for a week and everything freezes, including the pipes in their house, which burst. When they finally get the electricity back, what happens? The house is flooded out. And if you got a second two-story house, oh, that is fun because, yeah. My way. Or the highway. Well, that's what that got you. And I myself, my wife agrees with me, a $14,000 electric bill for one damn month residential? Never freaking happened in this household. My wife would have me build a little steam engine and boiler, and she'd go out every day and get firewood. I mean, we live in a rural area. She'd be doing a public service, wildfire mitigation. Yeah, it's, now I'm not going to talk about politics now. I'll stick to socioeconomic. That's what caused the problem in Texas with their electricity. It was socioeconomic. The people who running the economy there totally antisocial, and they just say gouge. There was another word I was gonna say. Clean it up. So anyway, these people signed up for variable rate electrical because of the stupidity of electric company. There's only 47 people in Texas using electricity, and Texas electrical makers, distributors, they all need their money that day. And you get people with $14,000 electric bill for residential 1 month. Yeah. Someone got to pay it. She was using electricity. Charge her. Yeah. So from the top down, Texas brought it on itself, and from the bottom up, probably didn't know what they were letting happen. Now they know. Are they going to fix it? I doubt it. I can't mention what one guy from Texas said when he was in Florida because that is politics. And I promise no politics. At least no partisan politics. And face it, I could just get Foundations of American Government. That's one of those U.S. government books you got to read and pass well, at least one semester of it before you can graduate high school, at least in California. I'm pretty sure everywhere else you got to do some American government, pass some American government class before you get that sheepskin. Because they want you to know all about your government so you can be a good, patriotic citizen. great. I just read that. Just read it straight out. Do my basic John Houseman. Boring. Monotone. Death threats from both sides. Yeah. So that's not happening. Come here, you. Oh. It weighs a ton. As you see, I've been marking pages. Each one of them pieces of paper stuck in the catalog represents a project. I was wondering how I was going to get the magnets I wanted from my magnetic chuck for my shear line surface grinder. You didn't know shear line made a surface grinder? And now they're running to look at the shear line catalog. They don't got a surface grinder? And they go, oh. Go back through my videos and you see I made an arbor or a grinding wheel for my shear line. I used it. Now I want magnetic chuck. I found the neodymium iron magnets I want right here. And I love the price. It's even better than the eBay price for these babies. Within like a millimeter different on the dimensions. Much better than the eBay price. Yeah. My last order, I don't know if I told you about it. I probably did. It was 3-inch long piece of 3/8 24 brass threaded rod, a box of nuts, 3/8 24 brass, and a ball bearing, 3/4, 1/4. Right. The ball bearing and a piece of that brass rod are my spinning drill chuck lathe tailstock center. I'm going to admit that Curtis at Cutting Edge Engineering down in Australia has got a damn good idea. And since I'm never, ever going to find an armature chuck sized for my shear line, basically it's a drill chuck. And instead of 3 steel fingers, it's got 3 bronze ones. The really good ones, they're dished. You know, slap some grease in there and sort of snug them down on the end of the armature. It's usually motors and generator armatures. You got no center, and you can't pop a center in there. You just gotta turn that commutator a little bit. I mean, if it was stoning it too long, it had to come out and get turned. Oh, then you have to take the mutilated hacksaw blade and undercut the mica between the contacts on the commutator. Make sure you don't miss none. Don't gouge those contacts too much. Yeah. Then you can put it back together. Energize. Well, that's it, Captain. I give it all I had. Anyway, I gave up on that idea, and so I'm doing my version of that rotating three-jaw chuck. I believe it was a three-jaw chuck that Curtis put on his big lathe that he does those hydraulic cylinders for earth-moving equipment. I presume there's a lot of mining in the area around Curtis's shop. Since I see he's machining things that look like they're, well, gee whiz, they're Caterpillar parts. And what does Caterpillar make? Stuff to dig holes and move mountains. In Australia, that'd be mining. Mining. Okay. Mcmaster car catalog number 127. I saw that Steve Summers, the channel Steve Summers, got his 127 the other day. And I agree with him. It's a very important book. And some things are a bit pricey. However, one thing specifically, where else are you going to find 0.80 Allen screws, 1-inch black oxide steel? Where? Tell me where. Ding, 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 ding. Survey says nowhere else. And if they do find it somewhere else, they get it from Mcmaster. Yeah. Yeah. They carry a lot of stuff that nobody else does. Nobody. From looking at my Mcmaster car catalog, I have a theory. Back in the 70s, there was a company called Barnhart Car. They sold nuts, bolts, washers, springs, clips, a lot of production, tooling stuff, like that thing that looks like a vice grip and a milling machine gooseneck clamp had a baby. Those and bayonet pins, you know, it's a pin with a little detent ball and a round ring, you know. And they don't sell motors. I was looking in here for motors. They don't sell motors. Anything you can attach to a motor in the way of pulleys, gears, couplings, mounting bases, pecker heads, circuitry blocks for in the pecker head, but no motors. Unless you buy something like a fan. That's because the motor part of that fan. Now, I got a lot of pumps. Where are we? Pumping and filtering. Pumps. They love pumps. You want to pump something? Mcmaster car can help you pump it. Okay. Vacuum, flow level, pressure, temperature controls. Oh yeah. Hi, you're back, or am I back? My camera skitzed, so I don't know what all it missed. Anyway, I was singing the praises of Mcmaster car. The last I recall talking, I'll just leave that in there. Wait a time, I don't want to get up. Last I recall talking was in the 70s, there was a company, Barnhart Car, spelled the same way, C-A-R-R. And they sold a lot of the stuff that Mcmaster does. And I'm wondering, did Barnhart cack and Mcmaster buy his part of the company? And or is Mcmaster the guy who come along with the drills, end mills, grinding wheels? I don't recall if Barnhart carried cutting tools. Anyway, Mcmaster car. Why I wanted one? Beyond the fact that only special people could have one, Mcmaster made that perfectly clear. They will not sell it. They will not sell you their catalog. You know? And when I was a kid, companies, they'd say, send us 47 cents in U.S. postage unused and we'll send us your catalog. They'd slam their catalog in that big manila envelope and slap that 47 cents on it, write your name on it, and it'd show up. And all kinds of companies. You know, then there was the ones that give them your name and they'd send you a catalog. And there were only like 3 or 4 companies back when I was a kid that would actually make you buy their catalog. You know. Anyway, Mcmaster won't sell it to you. You got to be special to get one. You know, you got to beg and plead. You know, either you spend a ton of money there, or you have 100,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel. Well, I don't have a lot of money, and with 45 subscribers, I'm nowhere near 100,000 subs. But I begged and I pleaded every time I ordered something. Hey, Mick, please, I'll even buy it. I really will. You know, I'll pay $100 for it. I said in one phone call. I heard beep. You know, I go, oh, okay, someone knows. Anyway, the last order was right after AVE had shot his catalog with a rifle. So I call and I'm ordering my threaded rod nuts and my ball bearing, and I said, you know, just 2 days ago I saw another creator and he shot his catalog with a rifle. She said, oh no. And I said, yeah, you guys won't sell me one. You know, I did the full snivel and moan number on the phone. Well, I'll resubmit your request, you know. I said, yeah, I know. You know, as you saw from the video I posted when it arrived, it was a surprise to me that it actually arrived. That's the video titled, Can I Say This Video Brought to You by Mcmaster Car? Can I? I mean, if they didn't send me the book, I couldn't hold it up in the video. Anyway, an important thing I use Mcmaster car catalog and other catalogs of its type is when I'm designing. I want to know what ball bearings I can get, what couplings are available. Yeah, with Mcmaster, it's not surfing through eBay or other internet sellers. Admittedly, Mcmaster can be a bit pricey on some things. But would you rather waste 100 hours of productive shop time looking for it when you can spend 2 hours of shop time's money buying it from Mcmaster. Anyway, I design out of this baby. I've got my basic idea. I want a couple of ball bearings for this shaft. I already got the shaft, but so what ball bearings? That influences the housing or mounting. Design out of these. Design out of these, I do. Whoa. Yes, I can be a bit pricey. But, like I said, a lot of things no one else has. And some of the variety I see in here, things I didn't know existed. This is a dangerous thing for me, because now there are all these things I want. All these reasons to wish my name was Rockefeller. Wish I could call Mcmaster car and say, "Hi, Mr. Got Rocks here. You got a big yellow legal pad to write this stuff down, or you're gonna record the call? Because there's 387,000 items." Yeah, okay. Wish I could do that. Okay. Texas Electricity, Mcmaster car. Designing out of Mcmaster car and catalogs of its type. Planning on being back in the shop the 2nd of March. I gotta get some machining done. I gotta finish the powered single point threading project. I have a whole bunch of, here's my new shear line parts, and let's see what we can damage with them. Can we mangle some expensive raw materials? Find new ways to destroy stuff. I already have an idea for the radius turning attachment, for adding some precision to setting the tool. And as you know, with radius turning, setting that tool, its relationship to the center is all important. It doesn't matter if it's a C-frame or a rotating post that's angled from, don't matter. The relationship of that point to center line here and center line here, all important. Well, I'm going for 1/1000th of an inch predictability. I'm talking micrometer. Change glasses here. Whoa! No wonder I'm having trouble reading this stuff. I got my had my computer glasses on. Wow, it's like waking up and washing the crap out of your eyes. I can even read that now. Okay. Where was I? Checking on. See what happens when you interrupt my train of thought? Measuring. Okay, lube, measure, inspect, 2349. 2243, 2273, 2279, 2315. Come on. Earl. Earl. About Earl. Grease. 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 About lubricants. Lubricating, measuring. Okay, now measuring. Rulers, tape measure, distance measuring tools, squares, protractors, size identifiers, calipers, micrometers. 2464. He weighs a ton. Okay, 2464. Mitutoyo, Starrett, Economy, more Mitutoyo goodies, more Starrett, holster, bench stand, Brown and Sharp, counter mics. You know, they got the little digital counter. They go click, click, click. Calibration rods, Mitutoyo micrometers, precision measuring tool sets, tips for micrometers, long reach micrometers, large frame with removable, with swappable anvils, and of course there are standards. Micrometer, check gauge. Mitutoyo and Starrett micrometer heads. This is where I was going. Now see, that's just your basic micrometer head. Nothing special about it. 0 to 1 inch. Ratchet, unimportant. Rotating, yeah, that's nice. Spindle face flat, better damn well be. Accuracy, to 0.00005 of an inch. 4 and 63/64 long total length of the thing. $114. Over here a moment. Okay, comparison shopping here. Measuring, page 220. I'm looking in the SHARS 2019A catalog. SHARS is kind of funny. Their catalog is always 1 year behind the year you're living in. Always. Never fails. Come on. Okay. Started measuring tools, calipers. Tons of nice calipers. Tons of nice calipers. Hey, micrometers. All kinds of nice micrometers. Poppy's got a digital electronic 1-inch mic. Looks just like the Mcmaster, but it don't say Mcmaster. Works like the Mcmaster. Anyway. Okay, micrometer heads. I know Char's got micrometer heads. All kinds of nice micrometers. Here we are. Heads. They're basic 1-inch. Graduation. 10 thousandths. Carbide faced. But the accuracy is nowhere near the Mcmaster car. Of course, then for less than that, I can get a digital electronic micrometer head for $76, as opposed to the 113. It's got the same resolution. Inch metric conversion, on off, zero set, absolute, incremental. Large LED display, shank diameter 3/8, RS 232 output. I mean, when I do this, I'll probably get the $17.50, because beyond that 12 10,000ths you know, for a radius turning tool setting gauge. Anyway, designing. Oh. I can't look at the computer with those glasses on. I have to put these ones on. So, designing out of the catalog. Some people don't think it's a good idea. I think it's great. Why bang my head against the wall reinventing the wheel when I got a book full of snow tires, black wall, wide whites, bias ply, steel belted, right? Why reinvent the wheel when you can order exactly what you want, or just a tiny bit different? Hey, I should have thought that way anyway to begin with. I'm such a fool. So I design out of my catalogs. Anyway, I'm going to go for now. Stay safe. Good night from California.